Hi, Austin. All right, I'm gonna do your reading now. You have some interesting questions, so I'm gonna read them so that way we all know what the reading is about. So this is an experience you had on 7/11 at 2 a.m. after meditating. You say, I think I lost consciousness for a couple minutes as I drifted to sleep. I felt vibrations and relaxed. After which, I found myself in a room and had some interactions with a couple entities. Could you clarify this experience? Was it simply another lucid dream? If this was more than a lucid dream, can you offer any advice for getting back to this place for further interactions? I don't really know how I did it, and my attempts have been unsuccessful. You also want to know, how can I consciously interact with my higher self, spirit guides, ETs, etc.? I feel like I'm doing everything I can and receiving nothing, which I think a lot of us in this neck of the woods, I think there's a lot of people who feel this way. And then you want to know more about your chakras, which ones aren't open or need focus. So let's start with number one here, this 7-Eleven experience at 2 a.m. I'm actually going to see if I can just journey into that and see what's there, okay? So I'm just reconnecting with it, with what you shared. Okay. So, Austin, I'm experiencing this moment and I'm following along with what you shared. It's quite odd because it appears that you would think you were sleeping, but from what I'm seeing here, it feels like you're quite awake. I mean, you're even having quite a very real, consciously real interaction. So the only way I could describe it is laying down in bed, your eyes are open, totally interacting with an experience, while simultaneously you're not there in your head. I don't know how to describe what this is just yet. Let me watch the pictures change and then I'll tell you what more I see. Spirit guides asked me if I know who you were talking to. So let's see if I can find out. I'm supposed to not try. As in, I'm trying to go into the vein of what you're sharing with me, and it's not working out. It's like I'm trying to fit through the size of a pencil head, and it's just, I'm trying to push through to see what is there, but it is not for me to see in this way. So I have to go about it in a different direction. There's a man that is coming through here, and he's sort of floating around. There is a head that I see, but I'm not able to see the eyes or anything, just the top of the head. There's hair there, and there's odd entity floating around the brain area. It's as if I'm looking from above downward, and I'm not physical. I'm definitely a spiritual entity. It's kind of like a mini person is spiraling around in your head, but they're in a place of thought. There's a lot of places of thoughts in here. This one is just specifically this really bright white light type of man in a longer... I basically just see a guy with a beard, a longer type of white robe. And he's just... it's like he's on a... I don't know how you describe it. What is that thing? Where you go to like a Six Flags and then you sit down and then it takes you around and around in a circle like this. Carousel, or the carousel I think goes like that, but this is what it is. He's sort of going like this around, and it's behind your head, and it's sort of like this. It's turning dark blue and there's some black energy around here. This interaction was extremely meaningful to you. I mean, it's so meaningful, it's as if that you had crossed paths with an old dear friend and you desperately want to feel that again. He's still doing his thing, like this, in a circle. There was some real interactions going on, some really important information that was shared with you. You seem to know what the important information is, but it's sort of like the important information is underneath the covers. You know it is there, but you demand and you desperately want to be able to read it like you're reading it out of a textbook in the physical. They're saying it is in the blood, is in the energy, this energetic body around you. It is a part of your spiritual expression. You have to find a different way to attain it. But they say you do not have to attain it. You actually already possess it. You already have downloaded it, and it will sort of reveal itself to you as time goes on. It's sort of like sometimes when I do rebirth journeys, they'll hand me a piece of paper and there's nothing written on it. And so I just, that there's meaning to that. So I enter into the paper and then I start seeing things. And then after time passes, it's a message related to a past life, or there's some higher wisdom related to this, that. That was actually what was on the paper. It was a download of information. What is a download of information? It doesn't come with the clarity that we want. We want to just, bam, we know exactly what it's saying. It's weird because they're talking about sort of souls, people who write books actually download the book of information, and it's somehow intertwined with their personality, their gifts, their experiences. They don't actually, they somehow have downloaded it, but they don't have a clue that they did it. They actually have to write it out from scratch, and they don't even have a clue what they're writing. It just sort of writes itself. This is the same thing. They don't have the book already written, they actually have to write it. So you've downloaded some information in this experience, and you desperately want to know what it is, but it's a download. So it's already known by you, and it will reveal itself as the time progresses. They're saying it has spiritual qualities to it. It's actually quite interesting because it has a reflection based on what I'm doing here to help you. You're on this spiritual pathway. You're trying to develop these skills, and it's as if we have to perceive a world that has no past, present, or future. So even though this took place, it's on 7/11 at 2 a.m., it also has something in conjunction with me here today for you, doing energy work for you too, because you're talking about your chakras. You're really wanting to develop and go to a higher level of expression and understanding psychic ability as well. This all is in conjunction with that. It was as if you were there interacting with a spirit guide, but it feels, obviously you said there was more than one, there was two, but it feels like there was more than one as well. It feels like you were talking to a couple spirit guides in a space. And what is a space in a spiritual realm? How do you define that? How do you define a space in a physical realm? Well, there's walls, a floor, a ceiling, or it could be out in nature, or it could be by the ocean. What's it like in a spirit realm? It's just a space, you know? So how do you get back there? You're already there. You already were there. You've always been there. You're already connected with your spirit guides. The human mind, the experience was beautiful. It was uplifting. It was joyful. You want to get back to that, but you have to be here in the body, and you have to experience being human and the challenges of being human. And the information did translate perfectly. You didn't misspell anything. Everything's correct and in balance. It's just part of the journey of learning. And it has to do with your spiritual learning. So, let's see what else they share. I'm sort of stepping into your world. The only way I can describe this. Stepping into your space, but I feel like I'm stepping into your soul. I'm not shown anything just yet. Only the feeling of stepping literally into your soul is what it feels like. We are smiling at each other and sharing vibrations of love. I am inspired to help you re-feel that sensation again, because you missed it and you feel sad because it meant that much to you and you miss it. And so I'm re-sharing that experience so you can feel it again, embracing you and filling you with positive energy in the physical. That way it can feel more physical, because it felt like a dream. It was extremely loving. It would be like dying and going to heaven and then going back into your body again and saying, okay, I know something really awesome just happened. I just want to go back and experience that again. That's kind of what it feels like. And it was so awesome that it could not have gone unnoticed. Most dreams people don't remember, but the energy impact and the joyful experience was so profound that it was lifelike, it was real, it was vivid, it was memorable, it was joyful. It wants to be relived, re-experienced. So that is what you're asking of me now. I'm just inside of you, and I'm going to focus on sharing this love with you again so you can feel it. You miss it very badly. That's why you desperately want to make these connections. You feel too human. You really want to feel more spirit. So I'm just focusing on this too. I'm showing you that all your spirit guides are here and you are surrounded by the love of all. And my vocal piece was over there. I know you'll still be able to hear me, but I hate when I forget to put it in front of me. Sorry about that. I'm going to keep focusing here. So there's it is a circle of love around you while we're... Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Somebody at my door there. Okay. So I'm just going to relax and re-enter this experience. Which you deserve to experience this again. Your heart really longs for this. Your heart really longs to be embraced by the spirit realm, not to feel the physical world we live in all the time. It's really doesn't feel the purest vibrations of love here. So you really want to reconnect with that. You want that to be every day. You want that to be the air you breathe all the time and what you feel and experience all the time. So we are sharing a special gift with you. There's quite a lot of people here. We're just all surrounding you and in a circle. You're in the center. I'm here. And we're channeling loving energy into you and helping really boost your just sensations of joy and just your sensitivity to a spirit realm and spiritual energy. I'm helping to release. There's some sort of odd energy here in the heart space. That this would be reflective of why you're longing for this more. You gotta be able to feel love here. Love does exist here too, and I get that the purity of the sensation's not quite as high caliber. That was really exciting for you too. That was progress for you as well, to experience what you had experienced in that space. Because it was a spiritually memorable experience. You want to have more and more and more of those. You will have more of those, they say. This is just the beginning, is what they're saying. Even when you are calling out so loudly, really desperately wanting to get back there, that is you learning how to develop your skills. Abby doesn't get these awesome moments all the time either. That's what they're saying. Abby too has had moments like these where she's also tried to get back to them and was not allowed to, or was not able to recreate it. It was not meant to be. It was meant to be a gift and a blessing of that kind to help you remember, to help say, guess what? There is a spirit realm here. We do love you. You can feel us. And it was just a really special gift, but it did come with some high caliber downloads of information too. I've had these as well. You just get to smile and know that it happened, and then keep on keeping on. You're kind of resistant to feeling love. I mean, it's not that you don't want to feel love. It's sort of like you didn't know this was going to happen, and so you're not... I want to share a lot with you, but there's a little bit of a resistance here. So we're still sharing love with you. Okay. Just keep on hosing him down. Everybody's still here. Everybody's still sharing love. I'm just sensing this thing out, and there's just a little bit of it's like I'm trying to push it in there, but it's not just like Not sucking it in. Oh, it's just kind of like go in there now, pushing it like the little string through the little tiny needle head. Like, go in there now. You can go in there. So you're asking about chakras, which is kind of interesting because I've been exploring what is removal of chakras. And I find, just to indicate this, I'm still kind of exploring it because I've removed my chakras and the energy and experience was mind-blowing. But it's sort of confusing because the world we live in really emphasizes working with the chakras, emphasizes healing these different chakras. And I do see energy centers in different places where I'm having trouble getting energy into those portal places. Heart portal is a big one and that I often see. And then just space underneath the feet is really important to create balance between all of these sort of areas of just flowing energy. But let's just see what it's like when I look at your chakras. I just feel like playing them like a kid's xylophone, like bing 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 bing. I don't know why. I just feel like doing something fun like that. There's an inertia of energy that's just a wave of energy that's suddenly just blasting right now. When you are open to receiving, all chakras are open. When you are balanced and accepting of your experiences, all chakras are open. That's what they're saying. Chakras are like mouths that need food of different flavors. They're hungry for different versions of energy. And their needs are satisfied when you are in balance with the now, sensation of the now, where you are satisfied, happy, and there's nothing more you need. Your needs are met. It's hard to create that sensation. It really is. I don't know how to even describe what it feels like, but it is so it's ultimate satisfaction without trying to feel satisfied. It's just smiling that you're alive and that everything that has happened in your life up until this point was really a gift to you and your soul and to the consciousness, one consciousness. And you need to be really proud of yourself for the gift of your life, which is a gift to us all. It's a gift to me too. And so you acknowledge that you are a gift to everybody. You're a gift to me as well. I'm a gift to every human being, every alien being, all the stars, all the planets, all the expressions of creation, all consciousnesses. You are a gift to us all. And just knowing that about yourself, that you're a gift to us all, and we're so thankful for you, that helps you to create the now experience. Helps you to feel like, I'm at the right place at the right time. And I am being led and guided as I am intended to be, and everything is perfect and in balance. Now suddenly it's like all the chakras just light up and everything just instantly, it's eyes open, everything is in functioning order. But to be able to describe them, I'm just looking at them. There's just such a need to really help you feel nurtured through love energy. And love energy is really good at playing the right keys for everything. There's energy work that I'm doing right now. It's kind of stalling me out in being able to speak. So I'm just going to allow this to kind of play its part, and then I'll tell you what I see or what happens next, okay? We're just looking at you. There are sounds that are being played. There's a lot of motivation and encouragement for you to feel happiness in the physical. And to know that happiness in the physical creates... I don't know how to translate this. Something feels like you're sad about something, and it's something feels unfulfilled in your heart. And you really do like the way the spiritual wisdom feels, the spiritual pathway. You want to experience enlightening. You want to have more profound experiences. You're really stretching yourself out there, even out into the stars, and you're hungry, hungry, hungry for more, more, more of this other side of the infinite mirror, of all of this exciting stuff. Because this human world's kind of humdrum, and it's sort of like you're eating old food every day, and it's the same food you've been eating every single day for all these days, and it's just not satisfying. And there's something that is not fulfilling your physical needs here through the physical actions of life, and that is turning off these colors. I'm just gonna say that there's specifically from the chest region here, and I don't really delve into chakras. I just delve into what needs energy work, what does not. But there's a lot of indication that you need a lot more nurturing, loving experiences in the physical. Like what is really balanced and loving and compassionate touch to help inspire your physical needs. Because that too is spiritual. And that lights up the fire. It just lights everything up. Inspires everything to feel alive. I'm asking you if you would like me to light up your chakras for you, and I'll share loving energy in order to accomplish that energy that will feel really alive for your body. And so you would just say yes if you would like me to, and then I will. And I'm using Kundalini energy in order to awaken your senses, awaken all these colors. This will really help you on your spiritual journey too, because there's something stagnant about your physical experience, and that's creating some... It's almost like you need to have some physical experiences too, because you're maybe too much trying to create too many spiritual experiences. There's something odd about this. Like, they want you to have some physical experiences too. I don't know what you do for fun or whatever. It's almost like you need to go do some things that are normal physical experiences. That's kind of what it feels like. I'm just continuing to share energy through Kundalini, and just to help you feel more of a physical energy. There's something about this, I don't know how to describe it in words exactly. And you're still resistant and hesitant. You're still not letting me really share this with you. I'm doing loving things. I'm doing kind energy work here. It's okay. I'm sharing loving energy here. I'm safe. I will not hurt your feelings. I will not harm you. I share love from heaven. This is all that's coming about this. I'm not able to do anything more, and maybe it's just because it's the version of the reading is a psychic reading, and it's not a spiritual healing, so that may be also why it's just not letting me do any activation for you. It's just, I'm trying. There's some energy work that has been channeling through this whole time. It just kind of does it anyway, but it's not the really impactful kind that I want to be doing for you, so you can feel that because you haven't asked for that. So it's just not pushing through just yet. So let's see what else that we can accomplish here with your other questions. This is interesting because you're saying you want contacts with higher self, spirit guides, ETs, etc. You're interested in psychic ability, so you're interested in all these different areas. So let's see what we can find out about this. It's just quiet. There's a man sitting on a recliner, and he's just been sitting there, and he's quite overweight right now. He's just totally sprawled out. That's what they're showing me. In a white room. I expect him to be watching TV, but they're not showing that he's watching anything at all. He's just laying on his couch. He's eating something. He is in contemplation. I am exhausted. When I try to have him move the chair so he can stand up, I'm instantly so bogged down. It's just so heavy, with just too much energy bogging me down. There's too much weight. Everything feels too heavy for me. They're asking me if I think you feel too heavy. As in, vibrationally. Like you have a lot of energy weight that I could release to help lift your vibration so you can start having greater clarity and experiences of this kind. I'm saying there's definitely something here that is in the way. It's sort of like you asked me for something, but there's something behind this door that really needs to be looked at. It's a real focus, and it has something to do with your real life experiences. And you could use some real energy healing and just really loving, just really loving interaction. And that will help just blast you into outer space. There's something, because they're not allowing me to help you have connections with these things yet, there's some work you're supposed to be accomplishing here, and it feels like something that you're supposed to be doing in the physical. You can't just keep jumping into the spiritual if you have work to do in the physical, because you have to do some of that stuff too while you're here. And that actually, you need to put some time and energy into it, whatever this is, experiencing life, and that will help you with your spiritual pursuits. It's almost like it's okay to take a break for even a week. Just say, you know what, I'm not going to do anything spiritual for a week, and I'm going to spend this week doing as many weird physical things. I'm just going to ride my bike around town. I'm going to go to the organic food store and buy some blueberries. I'm gonna I don't know, like go for a walk, gonna go do a meetup and hang out with some people I've never met before, play chess or something. Do some physical world things, take a break from the spiritual, and when you go back, your senses are going to be erupting. It's as if you've been hearing, it's sort of, you smell something, right? And after a while, you're so used to it, you can't even tell the smell is there. So how do you go back to re-smelling that again? You gotta leave, you gotta walk away from the smell for a little while. We're talking about good smells. Smells that are good. You walk away, and then you come back, and it's like, oh yeah, oh, now I can remember what that smelled like. I love that smell. And now you're refreshed, you're ready to go again. You're ready to start over again. There's something about you needing to do some more physical things and just turn off your senses for a little bit and then jump back in. It's okay to do physical stuff. That will even help you feel, it's sort of like, I don't know how to describe this. It's like you focus on something that you forget. You sort of forget some things that would come, like sensory abilities that you would have if you would just take a break from it for a little bit. Then you retune your sensory abilities when you go back, and then you actually have greater clarity than before. That's what they keep talking about here. I keep trying to say, okay, can we learn more about spirit guides? Can we learn about alien beings? Can we learn about anything like this? And they keep that's feeling of too much focus on this, more focus on physicals. Like, okay, well, what else can I share with them? Let's just step back and see what other images, just whatever random messages they want to say to you. They're saying you're doing a very good job on your goals and your journey. It does have a spiritual, you're right, in the spiritual explorations. It's just so quiet. What else can we gather here? I'm waiting for the next thing. I'm seeing what is a spotlight, a light turning on in the corner. And I feel like I'm in a basement. I turn the light on, I turn the light off, I go to the door. Everything just feels really normal. Like I would go downstairs, maybe I have like a special freezer down here where there's meat or something. I turn the light on, I go get what I need, and then I turn the light off and then I go. There's just something but it's just so boring. The experience is just so, I can go down the stairs, I can hear the light switch, I can see the dark turn to light, I can go to the freezer and pick this out. There's a sensation of a redundant thing that is going on in the experience of a basement and turning a light on and off, and then going back and then doing the next thing. But it's very boring. I feel very bored. And this is all part of the wisdom. Why is it so quiet? What else can we share with him? There's something about this bored feeling. You keep hungering for the excitement of the spirit realm, but you have to create some ripples of excitement in the physical, and this will actually help your spiritual abilities, is what they're saying. That is what everything is showing me, is feeling like. Everything has this reflection. They're wanting me to indicate too that I don't want to tell you that your chakras they're not really bright and vibrant like I would like to see them. But there's something very stagnant about the way you feel in the physical, and that is having a reflection too on chakras. But I am to indicate that there's color here and there's color here that is glowing. But it feels it feels like the lights aren't turned on quite right. And I never look for chakra stuff. I just look for where's the vibration that doesn't feel right. Let me fix it and turn it into love. Chakras aren't the only thing that is important. There's a lot of vibrations involved when it comes to the expression of a human being. A physical body and an energetic body, all of that stuff is entirely, completely, extraordinarily infinite in everything that it shares. And so why I feel the need to not focus on chakras is because there's something that doesn't get my goat about that. The exploration of no chakras creates the more infinite experience for me, and it allows me to explore an expression that is more infinite. Is the only way I can describe it. I'm not just a couple of flowers. I'm infinite energy now, and there's something about you really need to do more fun stuff in the physical, normal human things. Feel alive here in the physical too. And it brings to life your spiritual experiences. It just keeps repeating. It's just a broken record that they will not stop saying the same thing for you. So that's everything that I'm supposed to tell you. That is everything for right now. I hope you like this reading. I hope this has been helpful for you. I can only share what they share with me, and this is what they've been sharing. I'm not sure what you're experiencing in the physical. You definitely have a lot of interest in the spiritual, and you have had some really unique experiences. Obviously, that thing at 7-Eleven was really cool. And so there's some positive stuff going on, but it's okay to take a break, and that then becomes the medicine that gets you even further along your journey. It's not actually holding you back, it's slingshotting you forward. And so that's what they're sharing. So I hope this has been helpful for you, Austin. Thank you so much for this experience. And thank you for your willingness to share this openly on YouTube to help others too. So for all of you in the audience, if you're interested in getting a psychic reading with me, just visit my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching.